Okay, so my proposed question is, how does confidence, self-esteem affect participation and academic success within schools? Also, what steps can a teacher implement to reduce these issues and also eradicate the issue of learned helplessness, which I'll go into further in a moment. Okay, so just a bit of an overview on each one of the things. Learned helplessness is a strategy that people adopt when they've been unsuccessful in the past with things, so they no longer attempt things because they believe that they'll always fail and affect their self-esteem even more. They don't have the ability to deal with any more loss. So these people will do this even if it's to avoid a negative situation or to gain a positive situation, so it's a pretty unique strategy. Self-esteem has been seen to benefit individuals' relationships, self-image, likability, attractiveness, and they create a better first impression, so for the whole it tends to assist people. It also has a bit of a dark side because it increases risk-taking behaviour, which can be positive at times but also negative. So they've been seen to be sexually active at earlier ages, and drug use and so on, individuals with high self-esteem at times. There's one benefit though, girls with higher self-esteem have reduced body issues, which means they tend to have less issues such as bulimia, anorexia nervosa and so on. Higher self-esteem has been linked to participation rates and motivation. Okay, theoretical perspective on this. Physically active people have been seen to have higher self-esteem, so I try to adopt this where possible. You can do this by giving students responsibility over the program, giving them real life skills within the school program, and focus on task mastery improvement rather than social comparisons and getting good grades compared to the other students. The experts have given many suggestions on things that you can do as a teacher that's practical to help out. Okay, so a couple of those things are student surveys to see how they're actually feeling and make them quiet or no one else knows about it. Getting everyone involved within the program and just see what the class wants to do as a collective, as long as in line with the school's goals and the unit's goals. Be very honest and accurate because students detect insincerity. Being genuine is very important. Incorporate a sense of humour wherever possible, captures their attention, makes them feel more relaxed, and then they can feel like they can contribute to the class more if the teacher's relaxed and happy. PE has been seen to be detrimental to student self-esteem if they are used incorrectly. Maybe if a student is put in a situation where they're not going to succeed and the class is all watching, that could be an example, and then obviously that's going to make them feel even more not as good about themselves. There's a very strong link between motivation and self-esteem. Students with higher self-esteem are highly motivated to achieve the goals, and the reverse is also true. Okay, varying task is very important to decrease boredom. Okay, so getting students to figure things out on their own is essential as well. Don't answer the questions for them. Allow them to build the confidence. Even starting off with easier questions, getting them right and then moving into harder ones is a good strategy I've found. Finding a balance between making tasks too easy and too difficult is essential. So that's why you need to adjust that for each student. You might have different tasks around the classroom. So if a task is too difficult, you're not even going to attempt it. Focus on self-improvement and effort over grades, as we've gone into. Teach them that failure is a good thing because it means they've attempted. Give them opportunities to do community service or assist others. Maybe peer teaching, helping another student. A high academic success student could help a lower one. Getting the students involved in forming activities and getting the students to sum up the lessons at the end. Allowing students to learn slowly will increase their willingness to attempt tasks in the future. My personal findings, it was pretty difficult to attain any real change in the short time that I had, but when I did allow the students to have control from the survey, we took them on a yoga trip, the students loved it, and a lot of them were going to go back, which would seem to be a positive outcome, getting them physically active, which again helps self-esteem, motivation and so on, which we've been trying to do. My conclusion is genuineness and accuracy with praise and performance is pretty much like vital. Sense of humour is really important as well, not taking yourself too seriously. I found that worked really well, and it caught the teachers' attention. Your words have tremendous power, so use them wisely. And effective teachers have a love for students, respect. They see the potential in all students and not their downfalls. They motivate, they're creative, they're spontaneous, and they use a sense of humour.